everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decipher corporate filings so you don't have to. Today we're diving into a filing from Xenetic Biosciences, and let me tell you, it's got more twists than a DNA strand after a lab accident, but hopefully it's nothing toxic. We're going to break down Xenetic Biosciences' latest report, which details a change in their accounting firm. It's like they're switching doctors mid-surgery, but hopefully for a good reason. We'll explore why this happened, what it means for the company, and if there are any red flags we should be paying attention to. So, Xenetic Biosciences filed what's called an 8K form. This is basically a quick update a company sends to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, whenever something important happens between their regular quarterly or annual reports. It's like a corporate breaking news alert. In this case, the big news is about their accountants. The date to keep in mind here is April 8, 2025. That's when Xenetic Biosciences reported that their accounting firm, Markham LLP, resigned. Resign means they quit, they stepped down from the job of being Xenetic's accountant. Now, here's the interesting part. It seems like Markham LLP was acquired by another company called CBIZ CPAs PC. Acquired means bought out, taken over. Basically, CBIZ bought Markham's business where they check financial numbers. Because of this change in ownership, Markham decided to resign as Xenetic's accountant. To make this official, Xenetic Biosciences Audit Committee had to give the okay to Markham's resignation. The Audit Committee is a group of people on the company's board who are responsible for making sure the company's finances are handled properly. So they had to sign off on the change. The report mentions that Markham's audit reports for the years 2024 and 2023 were clean. This means Markham didn't find any major problems or disagreements with the way Xenetic Biosciences was reporting their financial results. They didn't have any complaints about the company's accounting. The filing also states that there were no disagreements between Xenetic and Markham about how the company was accounting for things. Disagreements here means they didn't argue about how to record or report money matters, or the details of the reports, or any problems with the process of checking the numbers. If there had been disagreements, it could suggest that the company and its accountants weren't seeing eye to eye on important financial issues. To make sure everyone is on the same page, Xenetic Biosciences shared this information with Markham before filing it with the SEC. And Markham wrote a letter, which is included as an exhibit, saying that they agree with what Xenetic said in the report. This is a standard practice to ensure there are no misunderstandings or misrepresentations. Now, who's going to be checking Xenetic's numbers? Well, Xenetic Biosciences hired CBIZ, the company that bought Markham's auditing business, as their new independent accounting firm. Independent here means that they are not part of the company itself and are coming to check the numbers from the outside. Just like with the resignation, the audit committee had to approve the hiring of CBIZ. This ensures that the people responsible for overseeing the company's finances are comfortable with the new accounting firm. The company also confirms that they didn't have any serious discussions with CBIZ about their accounting practices before hiring them. This means they didn't try to get advice or opinions from CBIZ on how to handle specific transactions or what kind of audit report they might get. It is good that Xenetic were not discussing with CBIZ beforehand, since that might mean that the new accounting firm was already biased, which would defeat the purpose of hiring an independent audit. Finally, the report lists the exhibits included, such as the letter from Markham. These exhibits provide additional details and documentation related to the change in accounting firms. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture. It's important to note that a change in accounting firms, while not uncommon, can sometimes raise questions. Investors might wonder if there were underlying issues or disagreements that led to the switch. In this case, the acquisition of Markham by CBIZ seems to be the primary driver of the change. This suggests that it was more of a business decision on the part of the accounting firms rather than a sign of trouble at Xenetic Biosciences. However, it's still important for investors to keep an eye on how CBIZ handles the company's audits going forward. They'll want to make sure that the new accounting firm is thorough, independent, and maintains the same level of scrutiny as Markham. Overall, this filing seems to be a fairly routine update about a change in accounting firms. However, it's always a good idea for investors to do their own research and stay informed about any potential risks or opportunities. Xenetic Biosciences appears to be navigating this transition smoothly. The company seems to be trying to be very open with its investors, which is a great sign. While the change itself doesn't seem alarming, the future audits will be important to watch to make sure CBIZ does a good job. That's it for today's episode of Corporate Decoder. If you found this breakdown helpful, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe for more insights into the world of corporate filings. Thanks for watching.